Oh, I thought I had gone live, but I guess I had scheduled it this time, and I hadn't done that before, so I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how that worked. So hold on, I want to try and get the link for this for someone. Okay, so yeah, so I was just saying I got this kind of working. The ball goes, it's really slow, but yeah, it bounces. So, and it bounces on the top as well. But I was thinking I wanted to get the I really need to get these chat windows. There's so much to do. Maybe I'll just move IRC. Ugh. Yeah, I'm trying to think, how am I going to have IRC separate? I'll put it up. Okay, I'll put the okay, I have YouTube up there and then IRC down here. Okay, so first of all, I just want to get these if statements all together. They're really long. I was trying to think if there's a way I could make it smaller. Because this like intersector dot overlaps thing, but anyway, I guess I'll just do like an or. I mean, I should be able to do it in a function somehow, but anyway, this works for now. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of ugly, but it's not ridiculously ugly. So yeah, this is... I don't need these anymore. So this should work. If it intersects with the top, the left, or the right, then it should bounce, which it does. I'll just double check that that works, but I'm pretty sure that it will. Okay, yeah, so then there's just the bouncing off the top. Yeah, it works, but then... Yeah, it seems like the box is in the wrong place or something. But what I want to try and figure out is... like, I want to have it so that if the ball hits the paddle, it increases the X. Like, it gives it almost like a sort of a spin. So if it hits... Like, I think that's traditionally how breakout works. So if it hits, like, on the left side, then it'll give it a bit of left speed. And if it hits it on the right side, it'll give it a bit of right speed. So... but I need to get the center of the triangle. Oh, okay, so the center of the triangle should be paddle sprite dot get x divided by minus or plus paddle width divided by 2. Why is this mad at me? Oh, right, because this. So then I could just give it 0. Or it really should be... Oh, I think in Java the way I should do it is probably overload. I guess. So then I would have two bounces. Well, bounce... Yeah, so you can see here, bounce, it just reverses the x and the y speed. But then I can do the overload, so it can take a... like a rectangle. Like it would be a float. Rectangle center? Right, and then that should work. Yeah, so I can overload bounce. Okay. And then I want to do... I need to get the center of the ball, which is ballSprite.getX. That's kind of based on the angle. The speed direction will change if the ball has any rotation. Yeah. I mean, just what I want to do is make it so that when the ball hits, if the ball hits, the more it hits on the left side of the paddle, the more it'll spin it left, and the more it hits on the right side, it'll spin it right. It's not actually really a spin value. Yeah. Well, what I'm doing is I'm just getting the center of the ball and the center of the paddle, and then I could alter the x speed by some fraction of the distance of the center of the ball from the center of the rectangle. So if I get the center of the ball, which would be ballSprite.getX, minus radius, no, plus radius. The problem is I don't exactly know what getX gives me. Yeah, it's IntelliJ. I thought I had a radius. Oh, I changed this, but I think that's made up. Why is it not letting me... Why is it not happy about that? Oh, right, because I need to give it like a... Okay. Float ball center equals... I think if you're going to have to model the rotation of the ball to make the physics feel normal. Well, yeah, I mean, right now I just want to make it so that the ball doesn't... that there's a way to manipulate the ball. So if you can angle the paddle such that it... I mean, visually I could make it the paddle a polygon and have it like... Well, then I would need like a texture for that. And then I should be able to do... I don't know. I probably don't need all these, but... I don't know, like difference equals ball center minus rectangle center. So then say 1 is 10, 1 is 9. What if the paddle is moving when the ball intersects with it? Well, this is by frame by frame. So according to the logic, the paddle's never really moving, kinda. Well, I mean, it gets tricky because of the order that things happen in. Sometimes, you have to do the logic so that the order makes sense. But essentially, like, if you go into the main function, yeah, I have a logic function, which is where everything happens. And then there's a draw function, which gets called in this render. So render gets called every frame. Then input gets called, which is keyboard and mouse, and it gets what those are doing. Then logic happens, and then after the logic happens, that's when you draw everything. And the draw is mostly just these draw things. And then yeah. I mean, I could get that because I could have probably I'd want to end up making like some kind of paddle class then, because then I could get the balls. The rectangle speed would just be, I guess, like getting the last x and then the current x. So, and then deducting them one from the other, and then that should give you the paddle speed. So you could give it almost like kind of a whack. But yeah, I have to kind of do one thing at a time. Okay, Okay, so float difference equals ball center. I mean, this might just work, but it probably won't. I'm certainly not going to bet my life on it. Oh, yeah, so that kind of worked. Okay, so that was not correct the way that bounced, clearly. But it's bouncing off the paddle in a way that seems pretty good. It's moving way too slowly. I think the other thing that that these breakout games do, I really, for homework, I should have played one. I don't know why it's... Oh, probably... Oh my gosh. Oh, I guess my left box isn't working. Well, it's broken now. Okay, so I think another thing that these breakout games do is they... it also speeds up based on like if the ball hits closer to the center, then the speed stays the same, and then the further you are away from the center, it speeds up more. So then I could do like a ooh. It would be like, but then it probably should be speeding the X and the Y. So it'd be something like, I don't know, speed X times equals difference divided by, I don't know, probably like 10 or something. I don't know if this really... A lot of this stuff, it's like... I feel like it's a lot of like tweaking It might just go insane or or just okay. Oh, right. That actually makes sense. Oh yeah, that's how I did it. Okay. It should be plus equals. And then, judging by how that kind of felt, I feel like 10 is like way too much. Yeah, I didn't notice a huge speed increase there. Let's see if it. I really gotta figure out. I think I just reversed the. Yeah, I know what's happening with that. Okay, that's a decent speed increase, but okay, yeah, those left and right boxes are not working. Okay, so yeah, so I think the reason it's funky is because if it hits the top box, I guess it should only alter the Y. And then hitting the left and the right boxes should alter the so probably I'm just gonna need to make I mean in theory I should probably like do a bit more like abstraction or something for that. Oops. Like a bounce bounce horizontal or something. Which I guess is good because then I don't need to overload this. I can just bounce vertical. So the vertical, whoops. So the horizontal should just do the X, and then this should just do the Y. Maybe that's a bit vague. Maybe I'll do like bounce top and bounce side. And then it's super clear what they do. Oh, right, because I changed the name. Bounce top, bounce side. And that still doesn't explain why these left and right boxes are not triggering. I really need to speed the ball up. Okay, so that worked. Okay. So something went on with these boxes. Wait, what? Oh, here. So, okay. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I just put left box twice, so Typical noob mistake. This probably should not be minus world width. It should just be world width. The Y. So I'm assuming, I don't actually know this, but I'm assuming that the box starts at the bottom left and then grows to the right and grows up. Because if you're giving a positive integer to like a Cartesian point, then it should grow in the positive x and the positive y, I would assume. So then, oh, yeah, so it's x, y, width, and height. So the x should be the world width. The height should start at the bottom and then be, I kind of arbitrarily made it 5 wide. And then it should go up to the world height. Maybe I'll just put this to 0 and see how this works. I'm also going to speed the ball up because it's way too slow. I don't know, 5 might be ridiculous. We'll see how it goes. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, so it bumped into something on the right there, but not where I wanted it to. It seems like, yeah, when I hit it on the right side, oh, so it's like calculating the center wrong or something? Because the very extreme edge works the way you'd expect. Let's see if this right box works now. Oh, it does. Okay. So I'm still a little confused why that left box at minus 5f wasn't working. I should just close this file. Because if it's 5f wide and I put it at minus 5f, you would think it would end at 0x. Oh, for the love of all that is holy. There's definitely something funny going on with, like, it's like the radius of the ball. So I kind of know that the radius of the ball is half. So maybe I should just set it to half for now. But if, well, that should be half. Because it's ball height minus divided by 2. Something's funky. But it's probably a thing where because the ball is drawing it's like the logic is detecting the ball bounce before the ball is bouncing. Hmm. Hmm. It's very tricky. It's just, I think I might just do like a make the radius a constant. Um, ball center. Well, but the problem is ball center moves every frame. So this rectangle center, it's like every frame it's getting okay, I'm gonna just print difference every bounce and then also get rid of those other system.out things because they're no longer useful. Okay, so that's minus 0.28. It seems accurate. Oh, it's because I think I got the center correct. But maybe the logic of like the spin is wrong. Yeah, because that seems seems correct. So maybe I got the spin logic. Okay, I probably shouldn't be altering oh, maybe this is the problem. I don't even know why that's there. And I feel like I shouldn't be okay, yeah. So I reverse the y speed and then I do the thing with the x speed, the spin with the x speed. That should work. Oh, now it doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. Although it's clearly working because it's not just going up and down. Okay, so I think I could take out this divide by 5 and just do it like this. Maybe. Oh, it's still very small. That's sort of funky. I don't know why that's happening. I think it's broken now. I might actually multiply it by 2. Well, okay, that feels better. There's still the issues with it, like it's not clipping. It's kind of clipping through the top and the side, and then there's something really funky going on with this left side. It's like if it hits close to the top. Oh, okay, so apparently that's an issue. I mean, I could use textures for those rectangles and actually have little walls instead of trying to just make it bounce off of the very edge of the screen. I think my biggest concern is just trying to figure out the why it's so janky on that left wall. Because other than that, it's kind of working. Yeah, that's working perfectly on that side. Oh, that was kind of janky. I don't know what was causing it to get that glitch. Okay, I think here it's going to glitch. No? Okay. I don't know, maybe it's just working kind of acceptably at this point. Yeah. Okay, so the next big thing that I have to figure out is bricks. I got these bricks. Pink, purple, red. I mean, it seems like red and pink are just identical. That's fine. Brown, blue. So I feel like I'm going to need some kind of a brick class. Brick. Okay, so a brick needs it needs an X and a Y. A brick needs I think they end up being, oh my gosh. They end up being floats, yeah. It needs a height and a width. What else does this sprite have? I don't think it probably needs the viewport and the world height. Maybe. It definitely needs a sprite. I could just call it sprite. Doesn't need a speed, but it does need a rectangle. It needs doesn't really need a texture. Because I should just pass the texture. I mean, I guess it could just have a texture as a string. I don't know how useful that is. I don't think I need that. It doesn't need a speed, a radius. Okay. So actually, okay, so it needs a constructor. No, so rectangle is going to be this dot rectangle equals new rectangle. And it's going to be x, y, width, height. Okay. Sprite is going to be new sprite. And then instead of passing in a sprite, I'll pass in a string, which will be like texture. And then I don't need the rectangle. And this can be texture. What? Excuse you? Oh, maybe it needs to be like a constant. Oh, it needs to be a texture. Ah, okay. A new texture. Texture. Ah, there we go. Okay. All right. I think that's most of the things a brick needs to have. Oh, and then right in the constructor, we can set its or we can draw it, I guess. Sprite dot. No, we can't. Or perhaps shouldn't is the better. It should just have a draw method, which I could probably just steal from. Sprite. Oh, why is this mad at me? Oh, I think I accidentally deleted the end of the class. Okay. But I feel like there's oh yeah, okay. Sprite dot set y, and then set x, lowercase x. Okay, and then the rectangle, yeah, we already set the rectangle. So in theory, I'm definitely going to want them to be a list. Wait. Where's paddle? All texture. Oh, I just have them in the on create. Yeah, but I definitely want to have a list here. So it's going to be list. Yeah, I want to import it. We want a list of brick called bricks. And then in the on create somewhere, this on create's getting kind of out of control. I don't know. I might need to do something about this because it's just going to get totally unwieldy. Bricks equals new array list. I feel like I could probably just create the bricks in the on create because I think the on create is like at some point I'm going to have to figure out how to do different levels. And I think the on create gets called for like each level. So we're going to want bricks dot add new brick. So I don't know if this is going to be somewhat arbitrary. Can I move this over here? Yeah. I just want to see the constructor there, so okay, so, oh, and it needs a height and a width. So, like 1 by, I don't know, 4. And then the texture, okay, let's close that because I don't need it. The texture is going to be in assets. I think it's going to get mad at me because these are uppercase. And I've noticed that it can be kind of persnickety about that. But oh, yeah, no, I'm going to have to pass the, I'm going to have to pass a texture, and I'm not going to be able to pass a string, which is totally fine. Texture. Okay, now it's mad at me because it wants a texture. So it's going to be new texture, and then let's do, I don't know, purple brick. Okay, I think it's just going to immediately crash because it's not going to like that uppercase file name. Oh, okay. I thought I was getting mad. There was something else for me with IntelliJ the other day where It was like font names had capitals in them, and it was like crashing for some reason, which just seemed kind of silly to me. Bricks dot for each b b dot draw sprite patch. Okay, so that should draw each brick in the list, in theory. Let's see. Yes, but I don't think I got the size just exactly right or something here. But it did draw a brick. Okay, what the heck happened there? I guess I could just try like one by one, but that seems like it would be way too small. Oh wait, no, that's the... Okay, let's make this like 2, 3. Why is it so huge? Oh, did I mess something up where it's not scaling? It's actually just the size of the image and it's not scaling it properly? Oh, I think there's something to... Okay, so that sets the position. But there's some way to set the size. Oh, set size. Okay. So what the heck? Oh, okay, I just never set the size. I set it for the rectangle. So... sprite.set size. Set size. Width, height. Okay, that should work. And then we want the width to be 1 by 4. Maybe we'll see how that is. Okay. All right, well, that worked out surprisingly well. But it's in a very silly place. Obviously, it's not going to bounce off. Okay, so... really should turn this music off. It's really annoying, actually. Okay, I don't even think I put the music on the stream. Okay, so... this should be more like... I don't know. World height -3. Oh, no. No. Yeah, 2 is fine, and then we'll do world height -3. And then in the brick, that should set the rectangle. And then in theory, oh my lord. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so then the brick location seems to be... I have no idea what happened a minute ago there. That was terrifying. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so then I need Okay, so I have it drawing in the onDraw, but in the logic, I need to do the for each again. See, this is where it gets tricky, because you get into, like, bouncing off the sides of bricks and things like that. Why is it not letting me indent the way I want to indent? That's really weird. Okay, no. Bricks dot for each, yeah, B. If intersector dot overlaps ball dot get circle. Oh, I didn't make a getter for the. Oh no, that's not the way to do it. Yeah, getter for rectangle. If intersector overlaps ball dot get circle. B dot get excuse you? Why isn't it letting me? Do I need to do this or something? That's strange. Okay, ball dot get circle, B dot get rectangle. B ball dot bounce. Well, we'll just say that for now and see how that works. Okay, bounce. I should have bounced it more to the side. Okay, bounce. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. That's kind of janky. It's kind of working. Though I have a feeling if it hits the side, it's gonna be a problem. But it is narrow enough that that should be rare, but I still need to figure out a way to deal with it. And then I think, wait, how does for each work? Is it, can I not get the index somehow? Oh, maybe it's like this. Oh, it says consumer question mark super brick. Well, what the hell is that? I guess I don't know how for each works. I thought there was a way to get the index. Oh my god, where is it taking me? Yeah, because what I want to do is get the... I want to remove this ball from bricks. But I need the index for that, you would think. I could just do a for loop. I mean, I could do the fancy stream stuff. Like, whatever it is, bricks dot stream dot how does this work? Dot map b b dot, I don't know, then this. Oh no, I'd want to do, yes, that's what I want to do. That's what I'd want to do. I'd want to do, oh my gosh, filter b, and then this. Wait, what? Dot. Wait, why is it mad at me? Oh, the result is ignored. Yeah, I know that. What's with this indentation? It's like very aggravating. Let's just get rid of that entire. Oh. Okay, now it's working. I just missed a parent. I think this works. B bounce. B dot bounce. I guess not. What's B then? Yeah, it's a brick. Oh no. Ball dot bounce. Top. Yeah, that's not gonna work. For each. Ball dot bounce. Oh no, it wants this. Ball dot bounce. Top. But then it's not gonna. I can't remember. There's a way to. Thought it was map. What the heck does map do? Oh geez, I can't remember. There's a way to do a function to everything in a stream. Oh boy. Java on a stream methods. For each map produces a new stream after applying a function to each element in the original stream. Okay, that seems to be what I want to do. A stream can hold a complex data structure, blah, 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 peak. Oh, so the stream has to return something. Right. I don't think, is that not allowed? A function. It needs to be a single function. Oh, geez. I'm sure there's a good way to do this. All this red is bothering me. I mean, maybe I should just split this up. This is probably an easier way to do this. Oh, yes, the joys of learning Java. It'd be really nice if I could just make this work. I could if I made bounce return a brick, but that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so what's this do? This just filters the bricks. Which is that useful. Gosh, there's got to be a way to do this. I just want to do a function each time something. Oh, yeah. Oh, but then it won't return the stream, which is frustrating. Reduce, collect, joining. No, I don't want any of this. Nope, don't want any of that. Maybe you can't do this. That's frustrating. I mean, there is a very janky way to perform this. Public bounce, public brick bounce ball, ball, dot bounce top, return, this. I mean, that technically works, and then I could use the map. B dot bounce ball. Okay, that works. The thing is I might need a bounce in the brick class that knows about the ball anyway, so perhaps this kind of works. I don't know. But theoretically, that should remove the brick from the list of bricks after it bounces. Okay, that's interesting, because the brick doesn't apparently even exist anymore. What? That makes no sense. Oh! Oh, crikey. No, that doesn't work at all. Yeah, I need to destroy the brick. Okay, I gotta do this the easy way. I made some pretty cool particle effects with my last game. I don't know if I'll be able to achieve that with this one. Okay, so for... Oh, Jesus, I don't even... For I balls... How do you even do this? I forgot how to do these. Oh boy. Iterate through a list. I just forgot the syntax. For data type, variable, list name. How do I get the index, though? Really, what I want is the index. Isn't everything a class? Is this even Java? What? Yeah. It's sort of annoying because I'm struggling on just like basic Java right now. I'm still kind of new to it, so. Part of the point of doing the stream is it's like a reason to learn, you know? Eventually I'll get good at it. Yeah, for ball I colon balls. For ball I colon balls. Oh jeez, it's helps if you I had it right the first time, but I had the variable wrong. Okay. If yeah. Oh, I'd say I'm confusing myself. I don't need any help with that. Okay, if intersector dot overlaps. Like static void main. That's because Java's eternal. Oh, I guess you can't hear me. Okay. Brick. Or no. This shouldn't be I. This should just be B. Okay. But it still doesn't give me the. That doesn't give me the. Surely there must be a way to get the index. I'm going to resort to just doing a for loop at this point. Sometimes just do a for loop, I guess. For int I equals 0. I'll fix this later when I figure out the syntax, but obviously I know how to just do a for loop. I less than bricks dot, no, not index of, dot size. I plus plus. Oh yeah, that's no problem. Thanks for coming. I plus plus. Yeah, they do. The map apply semantics do, and that's what I was trying to do, but it just was getting confusing, and there's a lot of different methods, and to get it all to work, just do it another time. Well, yeah. No, I know. It's like I just sort of have to pick a time. It needs to be a time where I have time, and then I need to have some time before I do it so that I can get set up, which means it has to be after my son's bedtime and all this. So it just sort of is the time that it is. It's not much choice in the matter. Okay. Where was I? If intersector dot overlaps bricks dot get yeah, I'm probably just using the wrong like collection. Maybe lists aren't indexed and I need maybe array lists are or something. There's a lot of collections in Java and it gets very confusing. Just Google Java collections and enjoy spending like an hour looking at them because there's just an incredible number of them. There's gotta be like 30 or something. Ball dot get circle. Oh, dot get rectangle. Oh, is this function gets mad if you give the rectangle before the circle. Okay. So I want ball dot bounce top and bricks dot remove I. Yeah, I mean, I thought about using closure and I thought about doing the Lisp game jam, And I just looked at the closure libraries. I don't know, and I just didn't. I don't know. It just somehow it just didn't. I don't know. Just didn't float my boat. I think what I would like to do at some point, and this would probably be unbelievably boring to watch, is I think it would be fun. Like uh, David was talking about this on stream the other day about making making your own game engine. I think it would be really fun to just make a game engine in C just for something to do. But maybe it's something that I could just work on the side, and then when it gets to a point where it's like semi-usable, maybe do stuff with that. I don't know. I just I'm already doing a bunch of stuff with Java, so I was like, well, I'll just do Java. Okay, why suspicious list dot remove in loop? Yeah. Well, the point of the stream is also to kind of to have fun. But if I learn Java on the side too, that's probably kind of useful. It's really weird that it finds it suspicious that I'm removing something from a list in a loop. I feel like IntelliJ is being a little unreasonable. I feel like changing things in loops is pretty normal, so I'm just going to ignore it this time, I think. Although it may just not work. Let's see. So in theory, it should remove it as expected. I just want to make sure there's not like a ghost. I mean, I don't have anything against being a professional Java programmer. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Well, it doesn't bother me now because I've never done it. Maybe it'll bother me later. But oh, is this all somehow like? Okay, so I feel like this logic just works. So I think I don't know. X plus this is really janky, but I just want to see if I can get a basic game working here tonight, and then I think I'm almost done anyway for tonight. I actually kind of got a little farther than I expected. Yeah, I have a feeling it's not so much the language. Well, yeah, I'm going to make it a function. I just want to see if the logic works really quick. Yeah, obviously that's what I'm going to do eventually. I'm just trying to get the basic, like, bouncing and stuff working, which it kind of seems to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be a better way to do this, but It's going to be annoying having to individually hard code each brick. I guess all I really need is the X and the Y, because the height is never going to change. And then this is never going to change. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm not that surprised it's working, but a little bit. I didn't think I'd have like an actual kind of working game in an hour or whatever it took. Yeah, so a configuration file would really only be a series of XY values and a series of texture strings. But I don't even know how to... Like, I could just do it in JSON or something. Or I could just make a... Yeah, like I could save it in JSON or something, and then I could make like a brick location class that's just like a static class, kind of. And then I could read the JSON, and then it doesn't need to be JSON, it could be really anything similar to that. Yeah, I was thinking binary. I've never done binary with Java, but probably. But then the thing is if I did it in binary, the nice thing about doing it in like string format with like JSON or something is it would be kind of easy to make them. But if I did it in binary, I would realistically need to write some kind of code to generate the binary in the first place. So that would be a pain. But if I just saved it basically as like strings or JSON, then it'd be easy to edit. And then I could probably make levels pretty easy that way. I could just like throw in a bunch of locations and stuff. Although it would be really cool to make like an editor where like it would be really cool to make and to use this engine to make an editor where I can get inputs and then I can actually move the bricks and then hit a button to save the brick location and then hit a button, get a new brick, position it, and hit a button. And then I could actually make like a level generator. And then I could save the levels I generated that way as a binary. I don't think that would be that hard to do, actually. I think it would be probably somewhat easy to do. Yeah. So I think for tonight I'm probably done. I'm going to think about how I want to make levels. And then how I want to save them, whether it's as a string. I think making a level editor would be a really cool idea. So I think maybe I'll try and do that, but I'm not going to do it tonight. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah. I'll talk to you later.